Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. Half-time report for August, and this month has been going absolutely great. I'm using up pens like it's no tomorrow. I started the month with 6 pens, and the theme this month, Use Me Up, is all about trying to use up a lot of the pens that I've got already inked. And it's been going great. So far this month, I've emptied out these 5 pens that I started the month with. So we've got the Crossbeardy Light, we've got the Moonman P135, we've got the Moonman T5, we've got the Asvine V169 and the Moonman M800. All empty, all been cleaned out. Really glad about that. I've also started and finished this one. This was the TWSBI Eco. Now, in here, what I've done, I've actually cheated a bit. I swapped the nib. So I've now got in here a 1.1 stub nib. Absolutely loved the way it wrote. It had Pilot Iroshizuku Shin Ryoku and the ink coming out of this. Wow, really liked it. Trouble is, it ran out in a day. The other pens that I've got now then. So I'm just going to fetch this in. Hopefully we can see here. So this one pen here, this is the PenBBS 487. That's the only pen that I started the month with that's left. I reckon that will still last till the end of the month. There's a fair bit of ink still in there. The pens I've brought in, I've got a Wingsung 699. Can't get that. There we go. A Wingsung 698. We've got a TWSBI Diamine 580. Narwhal Schuylkill. And then the last one I brought in here is the Opus 88 Koloro. I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 of these pens may still be emptied out by the end of the month, but most of them, they've got a fair amount of ink in them. As an update for the month, it's been really busy. I've been preparing to launch a brand new YouTube channel, and that's been taking up quite a fair bit amount of my time. The channel, I've decided I'm going to call it Tricky Little Questions. And the whole idea of it is I like to dig into things. I like to explore and learn new things. And I was thinking, well, how do I do that? I do that by coming up with a question and then trying to answer it. And I thought to myself, well, Gary, why not take the answers and generate some YouTube content? So the whole idea of this channel is I'm going to focus on science, technology, history, some pop culture. I know, quite a widespread of stuff, isn't it? And I'm going to answer 1 question per video. And the aim is that the videos will be 10 to 15 minutes in length and they'll explore the subject in a little bit of detail. The first episode, which I'm going to be recording later on today, it's all about why do we think that the sun's yellow? The second episode, just starting the research for that now, I'm actually going to break down and look at how does a fountain pen work. I think that, to me, would be very interesting. And then in the future, I've got a load of different questions there. One of the ones which I'm actually quite looking forward to exploring is, how can Spider-Man walk up walls? I think, yes, I know, it's a Marvel reference. I think it'd be quite interesting. I've settled into the flow now with my fountain pen focus videos. They come out on a Sunday. I hope you've been able to see some of them. I hope you've been enjoying them. The idea of these videos, I focus on one particular pen at a time. A lot of my past videos, when I've done comparisons, it's been 2, 3, sometimes even 4 pens. I want to give one video 1 pen, and that way I can focus, name of the video, on that pen. And one of the things that I've found with this, it's actually quite surprised me. When I've looked at the scores, when I've looked at my feelings of the pen, over time since I've done previous reviews, as I've been using the pens more, my actual thoughts, my scores, they've all changed. They've adapted slightly. Some of them, they've gone up, some have gone down, some stayed the same. But I just think it's interesting how time and how we're using the pens can really affect what we think about them. I've been working on my pen list application. This is my database management system for my pens. It runs on Apple's iPhones, on Mac. What I've been doing is I've been preparing it for the new version of iOS, iPadOS and macOS. I think they're coming out usually end of September and sometime in October. I've been adding a number of new features. I've been using some of the new functionality available to hopefully improve how it looks, to improve the performance. Been quite enjoying doing that. Just turn my page over. So next month, well, I've got my fountain pen showdowns, they're already planned. I'm going to be doing a video where I take a look at 3 Kaweco nibs and I compare them against each other. I'm also going to do a similar video, but what I'll be doing is looking at 4 different 1.1 stub nibs. Again, slightly the same, just looking at nibs, but focusing one on from a particular manufacturer, the other one on a particular nib size. The new channel, as I mentioned earlier, tricky little questions. My current plan, the first video will go live on there on Saturday the 3rd of September, so in a couple of weeks. I do try with most of my pre-planned content, so not these pens news ones, but most of my other videos, I actually try and record them a couple of weeks in advance, so I have plenty of time to get in there and doing the edits that I want to. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Just a quick look at what's been going on this month. Please drop a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about the pens. How are you getting on with your pens? Have you got some particular favourites? I'd love to know. And not just the pens, the ink colours, the papers. It's that holy trifecta, isn't it, of pen, paper and ink. That really makes it enjoyable. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment. Just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.